Fernandes and Mike Gaffney. Please enjoy the show.
All right, what's up, everybody? Welcome to All in Our Heads, which I thought we weren't going to say that anymore since Carrie brings the show up with welcome to All in Our Heads, but
you did it.
I did it anyhow.
You thought we weren't doing that, and then you did it anyway.
Yeah, I did. I had that thought, and then did it anyway.
Mm-hmm. All right. There's always that.
Yeah. What's up, man?
All in Our Heads, Sunday. It's Sunday, right?
It is. It's weird.
I just had lunch with our buddy Ken Krantz.
Kenny Krantz.
Kenny Krantz came to hang out and get I took a photo of him for his CD cover that he's not getting CDs printed for.
What?
Well, he's just going to put it on iTunes.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so
he's not going to sell CDs?
No, because it's a lot of money to put out, and he just had a baby. I don't think he could justify putting out $1,000 for CDs.
Well, okay.
You know?
Yeah, I have two kids that want money, but CDs make money, man.
Nah, I know.
It's invest money. You know what I'm saying? You put out $1,000, and if I had 1,000 CDs, you put out 1,400. I sold them for 10. You know what I mean? You're looking at it's 10 grand.
Oh, I know. I get it.
Know?
I get it, man.
At the end of we did the spring. I did the Spring House show on Friday. I sold $105 worth.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Boom, little cash in the pocket.
Boom. Well, fucking call him and
fuck Ken Krantz.
Fuck Ken Krantz, the premier comedian of New Jersey.
I hope that helped his fucking head get bigger.
I told him that. I said Bonnie McFarlane said on her Sirius Radio that you're the premier comedian of New Jersey. He goes, did she say it sarcastically?
No, did she though? No,
I said I don't know. I said she says everything sarcastically.
Yeah,
so I can't tell.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? That's her style.
No, yeah.
You know,
but
she likes you, Ken. She
likes.
She
Ken,
uses you as her opener.
So she probably didn't mean it sarcastically. Of course, his self-esteem won't allow him to accept it as a positive.
Right. So that was I don't know, like, I've been full. I've eaten food today, but those burgers we had last night in Connecticut, I still, like, my body hasn't, like, released them yet. Like, the lobster sliders and the burger, like, I still feel like
you ate
in my belly.
That shit was, I was just telling my daughter about it. So good, man.
So good. And
I can't believe how good it really is. Like, I'm thinking about, like, I have never had a burger that good. I really haven't. We went to a place called Plan B in Fairfield,
Connecticut.
Fairfield, Connecticut. Plan B burgers. I ordered for appetizer. We had
lobster sliders.
Lobster sliders, which were, good God, so tasty. And then I ordered for a burger. I ordered the Philly cheesesteak hamburger. So it's a hamburger, and then on top of the hamburger is sliced steak. Not fucking steakums. Sliced steak. On top of a beautiful hamburger with mushrooms and onions. And a garlic mayo. Oh, it was fucking awesome.
So I guess you're off your little cleanse diet after you got your last blood work?
I've been fucking up since I hung out with you that one time at the casino, and we had that steak.
You've been off track ever since?
I have not been able to get back on track.
I'm glad I could be part of this.
Yeah. But, it has to stop because I don't want to die, so.
No, I don't either. I was feeling like my arteries were clogging last night. Like, I'm in bed. I can't sleep. I'm wired from that coffee we had. And my left arm's going numb, then I'm starting to feel tingling in my left leg, and I'm like, that's the heart side of the body. And I felt like my whole half of my body was going numb, and I'm afraid to fall asleep because I'm hearing my heartbeat, and now I'm like, oh, shit, I gotta be up in case this motherfucker stops.
Yeah. Because that's the trick. You want to be awake when you die.
No, but I feel like, I'll put it out there, and I'm ashamed of this, but my body got so tingly, I opened my phone and got the number pad ready.
911. Oh, you got.
I was like, that way I could do 1 cent,
Yeah.
as I'm dying, while I need my nurse wife in the back to wake up. She'd probably be like, "Shut up!" I'm like, dying.
It's funny you say it. Like today, I was with my daughter, and I just seized up, and I'm like, she's like, "What's wrong?" And I was like, from my chest up to my neck and around the whole perimeter of my back, that whole area, just like a circle from the chest all the way to the back, was cramping up, and I couldn't, like the whole was all cramping and hurting. Like my back was hurting and my chest was hurting at the same time. And I was like, what the fuck? And I stood up, and I felt like it was like in my chest slash, like, what is that? Your bread basket, that area, right? You know what I mean? Like between your chest, the little spot where your soft of your stomach starts.
Wait. So what part of my stomach?
Like right when your chest ends and your stomach starts.
So
that
between like the nipple
and the right
like
in
the bottom of the rib cage,
dead center chest. Take your chest where your lungs
tummy?
are. Right where that hole is, right there where the stomach
belly
starts.
button? You said the hole. What? Why are you staring at me?
Fucking asshead. Is your belly button right below your chest?
No, but you said hole. You said
It's
hole.
like where
I don't have any holes.
it goes
between
in,
my
not a
nipple
hole,
and my belly
not
button.
a hole. It's like it goes in, like it concaves right there where your
it's your
stomach.
diaphragm.
Yeah, that was the fucking. That's it, right there.
All right, well, I'm sorry. I'm not a medical doctor.
So, but I'm saying you're like right below my nipple. I'm like, not your nipple, dead center chest.
Now my chest is hurting.
Good. Well, that's what was hurting. That whole area was cramping. It
You
felt
were
like
dying.
my muscle was cramping, and I was like, "Why?" No, it wasn't. It was a weird pain, and it went through my whole back and up my neck. It just shot like all this cramping, and I couldn't. I stand up, and then my daughter's talking like, "Are you okay, Dad?" I'm like, "I don't think I'm okay, man." And it lasted for about 2 minutes. Then I've been fine ever since.
Probably heartburn.
It was.
What?
It
How
was.
do you know it was cramps?
My whole bucket. I never felt it before. It was under my shoulder blades. It was in my back. It was the whole area around
mine
my.
was from the caramelized onions. I always get a lot of heartburn with onions.
All right, so I didn't have heartburn. Mine wasn't from the onions. It just happened an hour ago. I don't know if it was just my arteries were clearing out. Like, get that steak out of us. What the fuck were you eating last night, Mike?
I know. I feel, and you know, I shouldn't have eaten a burrito bowl today, but I did. And, but I didn't eat all the rice.
Oh my God, Joe! You said it. I still feel full from the burger and shit we ate last night. I thought you were on the same page as me because I haven't eaten today because I too still feel full and haven't eaten since then.
No, well, I asked Ken. I go, "You want to go to this Thai restaurant?" He's like, "No, I don't like Thai." So he's like, "You want pizza?" I'm like, "I already have pizza." So the other thing was, I go, "How about Jose Tejas?" He's like, "It's too long of a wait." And I'm like, "Well, there's this Puerto Rican joint, you know, around the corner, you know." So we went there, and what are you gonna do, man? There's nothing healthy there. So I burrito bowl, and I didn't eat. I just ate the chicken, the salsa, the guac, you know, a little bit of rice, a little bit of beans. What?
Did you eat the bowl?
No, I left. All I had was white rice, like a bunch of it left in the bowl. She's like, "Would you like me to wrap that?" I'm like, "What am I? What? No, who take that home?" Are you sure? Yeah, I'm sure. Do I look like I need white rice later?
I really thought you were like I was identifying with you. Like, me too, man. I've been full since then. I haven't eaten nothing. You're
no,
like,
but I should know what it was. I kind of felt hungry, and then like halfway into my bowl, I like after I got done, like halfway through, I'm like, ugh. I like my body's like, I don't know what's going on with the food. I think it's stuck somewhere. Like
yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's
like
what
I'm backed up in my chest area.
That's what I'm saying. Maybe that's why I cramped up. I think that's just laying in there somewhere.
In my diaphragm.
Yes.
I don't know. I'm just making that up.
That's all right. But that's kind of what I feel like. Something. It felt like it was pushing fatty meat through the vein right in that. It was like, and I was like, oh. Everything felt like it was cramping. My whole upper body, upper torso felt like it was one big cramp.
That's what I feel like right now, and I'm like, man, I got to eat. I got to like detox myself this week. And I even Googled like week-long detox, and it was just so complicated. I'm like,
I know. It's like 17 steps. It's like you can't just give me one thing to drink every minute.
Yeah, can't you be like I don't know.
Drink beet juice and go to sleep. I don't know, something.
I'm just going to do water, egg whites, and, like, lettuce and shit.
The Joe Fernandes cleanse.
I don't know. You're my nutritionist?
Clearly not. Hey, guys. Welcome to the Joe Fernandes cleanse.
I'll put other stuff in the lettuce. My wife makes kick-ass salads.
A lot of people complain that most cleanses are too long and complicated. So I have simplified it for you guys. We're going to do water, egg whites, lettuce, and shit. All right? Good luck with your cleanse.
It's like that old Richard Jenny character from his one special, Bill the Belching Gourmet, the TV guy.
Yeah. I don't remember the bit, though. I remember that name. Because
he said he needed to cook it. His whole topic was you can't relate with these TV chefs. They're too intricate with.
Yeah, absolutely.
Like, I need Bill the Belching Gourmet.
Right.
Today we're gonna make macaroni and cheese.
Yeah.
Still 39 cents a metric ton.
That's a funny fucking guy.
He was funny, man. Until he blew his face off. Rest in peace. Richard Jenny. Have a moment of silence.
Hashtag never forget.
Never forget.
Yeah, he was funny, man. I was leaving the blew the face off part, but
that's an important part.
But it is. I mean, it is to the ending of the funny. Yes, I didn't know we were going there already. Looking half a bit, I said he was really funny. Like, yeah, until he's dead. I'm like, oh yeah, right. I guess we're done with that topic.
No, it'll make the topic even better because if people don't know and they'll be like, "Aw, let's hear about this guy." That's what they do. Aw. Yeah. I hate that when crowds say that like I mentioned being hit as a kid. They go, "Oh," it's like, yeah, but you guys know they were at a comedy show, and I'm going towards laughter. Right?
Imagine if that's all you said.
Yeah. Hey everybody, thank you for coming out. My father beat me as a child, and I'm a recovering drug addict, and my wife has cancer. Good night.
Yeah. Or no, if you just said it and then just didn't address it anymore. Like, my dad used to beat me. I'm a recovering drug addict. My wife has cancer. So anyway, I'm at the amusement park, right? Yeah. I went to this roller coaster ride.
It's selection, am I right?
Yeah. Oh wow!
They don't give us any choices. Am I right? No choices. There's no choices.
What?
Am I right?
What's with the airplane peanuts?
This guy knows what I'm talking about. Am I right?
That's a lot of comics fucking punchlines. Am I right, bro?
Am I right?
This guy knows.
That's when they're trying to make a point and they realize no one's getting their point. They're like,
yeah.
Am I right? Yeah, sure. Yes. Got anything else?
Yeah. Okay.
I would prefer you to be wrong.
Yeah.
Maybe we get humor if you were actually wrong. Because whatever you're right about is bringing me nothing. I appreciate your rightness.
Yeah, that burger was good, man. I wish it was a little closer. I mean, we're talking about having heart attacks.
I don't wish it was closer, or else I'd be dead today. Yeah. I'd be post burrito bowl shoving.
You wouldn't ate the burrito bowl. You would have went there.
I want to go back for that ground pork Cuban burger.
Yeah, I'm going to eat that. If I went there, I would eat the same thing.
It's only this time, an hour away. It's not like we can't. It's not like we're out in Utah.
Yeah.
Like, when are we ever going to get there again? We would literally. I've driven down the shore just for Zeppelis.
Yeah.
Like, you want to go down the shore for what? Zeppelis, then we'll find out. We'll figure it out from there.
Yeah, right. We'll take it from there.
But if we get the Zeppelis and turn right around, I'm okay with that.
Yeah.
So I could drive to Fairfield, Connecticut for a burger.
I would do the same thing, except for I would get the.
There's probably water and shit over there too. You can go look at if you wanted to.
I don't know. I just want I don't give a fuck about what to say.
I'm saying if you wanted to be like a sightseer.
I don't.
Okay.
I want to eat, but I'm getting the lobster sliders by myself.
By yourself? You're gonna go sit in the corner by yourself?
I'm not splitting them this time.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
I'm getting both.
I'll take the lobster sliders and table 32. I'm leaving my friends. I want lobster sliders by myself. You're like, this guy's got a weird order. Is there an open table? He only wants lobster sliders, but he has to be over there. He said it'll tip good.
The one problem with Plan B is the fucking wait. Not just to get the seat. The food wait was ridiculous.
Yeah. I mean, it's a fucking burger, and we wanted it pink inside. It's like...
And the people next to us walked in right after you put your name on the list. They got seated before you got seated, and they're like, oh, sometimes that happens. And then they were eating their appetizers as we were ordering our food. They were eating their food, and they left way before we got our food. And I'm like, wait a minute. They sat before, right at the same time, basically, we sat, and they fucking are all wrapped up, gone, and we still haven't even got our burger.
Yeah. Well, know what they did? Because you know why? Because, like, remember they fucked up on, like, seating us? So they sat us anyway, which means that broad that had us was double sat. Which means now we're waiting on whatever she was previously doing.
Right.
So they just didn't like us. They heard our Jersey accents.
Exactly.
They're like, get the fuck out of here. You guys aren't even wearing pastel colors. You're in Connecticut.
I bet you they don't own a boat.
Yeah. If your name's not Connor or Cooper, you're at the bottom of the list, Joe and Mike.
Joe and Mike.
Joe and Mike from Jersey.
No, they don't have khakis on. Good Lord.
Yeah, that's what when we go. We'd be like, what's your name? Party of two? What's your name? Bryson?
Yeah.
This is Bryson, and this is, what will your name be? I'll be Bryson.
Chad.
Bryson and Chad. My name's Bryson, and that's Jean-Michel Girard. He's food critic. Burger. Specializing in burgers. He critiques burgers and wait times.
Yeah. He's been noted as being a hard ass on the wait times.
Yeah. He yelps Yelp. That's how much of a critic he is. He critiques critiquing apps. Yeah. So you don't want to fuck with us. We'd like a table now. Okay? Okay. Yeah, when he wants to eat his lobster sliders alone, so.
I was just putting it out there that if we do go, we're not splitting lobster sliders again because they were really good.
I didn't even know they were. It's just an app. There's no like full order of them, right? It was just the app.
I didn't see any. I mean, there might have been. I didn't look anymore. I was looking for meat.
The one thing I got from the lobster sliders is I think that's going to be the summer of lobster sliders for me. I'm going to seek out more of those.
Yeah.
Because I don't see them a lot, so I'm going to get on my TV Food Maps app and start banging out some lobster slider road trips.
Yeah, I mean, really, and that was good lobster, man.
Well, we're up in the lobster area.
Yeah, I get it.
You know.
That's what I'm telling everybody. It was really good.
Connecticut, Fairfield.
Really good lobster.
Sliders.
I don't even care about the slider part. The lobster was good meat, man. It was really good.
Yeah.
And the burgers were fucking killer, man. That burger was so good. I'm telling you, literally, I've never had a better burger. I've never.
Can't sell it any better than that, man.
No.
No. Nobody's going to go. Like,
no. And I've been to In-N-Out a couple times. In-N-Out is shit. I mean, I go to In-N-Out just for the novelty of it. Shit.
Yeah. That's the LA, the LA.
Yeah.
Yeah. Is there another one in LA that's popular, or In-N-Out's the one?
I think another one in LA is no, there is another one I just can't think of it. I didn't go to
Maybe
that.
I did do In-N-Out when I was in LA.
Yeah, you did.
I thought it was average.
It's to me it's Five Guys. It's like Five Guys.
Yeah, I can't tell the difference.
No. And Five Guys, I like Five Guys, but
listen, Smash Burgers, Five Guys, all that shit is McDonald's with a fancier lobby.
Yeah.
It's like it's just
no.
It's
bad.
It's fancier fast food. I mean, health wise.
Yeah, but the burgers are decent. They're better burgers, definitely better meat. You can taste the better meat. But I like Five Guys, and this burger I had last night, I like 20 times as much as Five Guys. Fuck.
Dude, that burger was so good. I was disappointed that I had to leave to do a show. I wanted to sit in my chair
and bask in it a little
bit. Bask in what I had just eaten.
Yeah, I had to get up.
Stare at other people's plates. Be like, oh, I wonder what that is.
I had to get up and leave as I was still chewing it.
I know. It's because they took so fucking long and
Yeah.
had to go perform under a moose.
Under a moose.
Under a moose.
With a full gut.
With a full gut. Yeah, people, if you're listening, you go to my Facebook page, you could see a picture of where I performed last night under a moose head on the floor in a bar.
In front of a fireplace.
In front of a fireplace. Actually, it was a good show, but the setting looks like a nightmare. So if you want to see what...
Oh, yeah.
Like, if you ever have, like, a weird thing, like, I wonder where these guys perform, be like, oh, look at that picture.
Yeah. Like, it looks like a nightmare gig, but they actually were a good group. Yeah,
they were a pretty good group. So what's been up with you, Mikey? Any fun comedy road stories? Any fun comedy stuff going on with you?
No.
Okay, then we'll move on to the next topic.
No, because I mean, like, again, this is like the second week we're doing this. April and May were really good months for me, very busy. Yeah. But June is a little slow. So, like this weekend, I had one night off. Next weekend, I have the whole weekend off.
You have the whole weekend off next week?
Yep.
No.
Oh yeah. I don't have another gig in the book until maybe a couple of Greenwich, maybe something in Greenwich, and maybe LOL, but nothing on the road until the weekend after next.
Wow.
And then the weekend after that, I'm good. And then I think one more the first week of July. Then I think the second week of July, I'm off. Then the third week of July, I got something going on. And maybe the fourth week of July. And then August, one fucking gig. It's sad. It sucks, man. It really sucks. Really sucks. That's why I'm like really trying to hit a lot of road rooms for it. Even if it isn't great money, it's just keep me working. But it's the summer already, so they probably already done booking.
Yeah.
You know. Just it's like I'm getting good. Like I was talking to Tom, I'm getting good. The gigs that are coming in are nice offer gigs. Right. So my money's been going up. But you know, like you say, you start the more money you get, it's quantity versus quality.
Yeah.
So some of the money's going up, but the quantity of shows is slowing down.
Yeah.
For me. So, and it's just the summer is like this. It's just the way the summer is.
Now, would you like more money, less quantity?
I would like to balance that out because I don't want to. I'm not. To me, right now, the last like 2 weeks, I guess 3 weeks, I haven't done enough comedy for my liking.
So if you could do, like if I could, speaking for myself, if I could do 2 shows
a week
in a month that can pay for what I'd make working every week in a month, I'd rather do two big money shows.
Oh,
you?
Here's the thing. Let's see. If I could do 2 weekends where I make all my money for the month,
yeah.
Yes, because then I would take all the other time and spend it in the city because I wouldn't need the money. See, I would go to do spots every night of the week, and then I would do those hustles and do the Broadways and try to do all the weekend clubs because I don't really need the money as much as I need to be out and involved.
Right.
See, I need to be on the road, so I need to make money. So, but if I can make my month nut in 2 weekends, I'd rather do that so I can stay home and plug into the city.
Okay.
You know what I mean? But I would never. I mean, like I haven't been up in the last 3 weeks. I haven't been up enough for my own. And I'm not talking about money wise. I'm talking about being on stage, working 12, 15-minute spots. I haven't had 12, 15-minute spots in like 3-4 weeks. You know what I mean? And that I don't like. That stifles my growing. The weekend 45-minute spots and 30-minute spots opening for people, not a big deal. I like doing that, but I don't grow.
Yeah, you're just doing your shit.
Doing my shit. Even if I'm adding a little bit, I grow. My growth happens 12-minute to 15-minute spots. Because I have no time to lollygag with the material. I got to find all the funny quick. And I get to machine gun my act, and and I get to take new ideas and like develop them quick, blah blah blah, and then they make it to the hour. But I don't get to do that in the hour. In the hour, I fucking lollygag too much with the material.
Yeah.
So my growth all happens in the city clubs. It doesn't happen on the road for me.
I got you.
So I need more of that. That's really where I would like the weekend work to float my monthly nut so I can hang out in the city more.
Mm.
It's just a vicious cycle, bro.
It's never ending.
Never ending. And I'm all right with it, but I need it to I need the wheels to keep turning. They can't slow down right now. They're slowing down, and they're slowing down. I'm not working in the city as much, and the road work is slowing down. So it's like, no, I can't have that. Yeah, I can't have it.
Sound effect, Mikey.
Yeah, it's my new thing.
Yeah. My family's big on sound effects.
Oh, good.
When they're telling stories, like my brother would be like he's like, yeah, man, I was around his dirt bike. I was like, yeah, wait, it's like cutting around the corner. Or like he's talking about fishing. Yeah, I was out on the boat. I was like, can't I say that shit? Like, yanked on it.
I did that to my son once. I was saying something about I was like driving. I was like, and he's like, I forget what I said. I said a noise. He's like, yeah, I would have known what you meant without making the noise.
I think I do it too sometimes.
I know I do it.
You do?
I always make noises.
Oh, yeah, you just did.
Just did. Absolutely.
I'm telling you, these hamburgers have me off my game. My back pain right now.
That's the back. I'm telling you, man.
Oh my god! So I wonder what.
We're
was a good
we're dying
burger,
of cardiac
did it
arrest.
Kill me?
Man.
It's like, wow, it was so good, but it's like I'm paying for it on the back end.
Yeah, your arteries are clogging, and they're all trying to get that fat through.
Now I'm burping. I have. Oh my god.
Right? Does your shoulders hurt too? My shoulders are hurting.
Oh my! No, now they are. Fucking dick. My wife was talking about the other day something with heart disease. I'm like, shut the fuck up. She's like, what? I'm like, you can't talk about the heart around me. Mine stops working almost. She's like, you're a maniac. I'm like, yeah, you married me. So I needed a nurse wife. The universe saw fit.
Absolutely.
That I needed someone that could tell me. See, but the thing is, though, she don't believe I'm fucking suffering from nothing. So if I'm ever doing it, she's going to be like, shut the fuck up. I'm tired.
Yeah, well, because you...
And I'm going to die.
Or the little boy who cries wolf every 10 fucking seconds.
Yeah, but it's not wolf. Yeah, but at the time, it seems like real wolf.
But it's never wolf. That's the thing.
But I don't know that. You don't
I know
that, though. See, everyone is so judgmental of the little boy who cried wolf. Like, go fuck yourselves. Like, so if... Okay, see, the difference is the little boy that cried wolf didn't see a wolf. That's if I was just not having chest pains, saying I got chest pains.
Yeah, but you're saying...
But I'm having chest pains.
Because you think you're having chest pains.
No, these are actual real ones. Maybe
you
not
make
the heart
them
attack
happen.
kind. They're
you
usually
make them...
gas, but... Let me tell you something. I never had a heart attack, but there must be a fine line between bad chest gas and a heart attack.
Joe, here's the thing, and I hope this never happens. I hope this never happens. But if you ever talk to someone who had a heart attack...
I did. My father, he had one on a boat while we were fishing the whole day.
Did he say to you, yeah, I thought it was borderline gas?
No, he thought he had gas. The doctor said, my God... You were having a heart attack all day.
Yeah, no, that's something.
He's pulling in fucking striped bass while having a heart attack.
Yeah, dude. Like we don't think of it. Like you ever see that Rosie O'Donnell special when she talks about having a heart attack?
No, I'd shut it off the moment she said. So let me tell you about my heart attack. I'd be like,
no, it's a special
forward.
Because she had a heart attack, and women like she was 40. It's not just regular for a woman to have a heart attack,
right?
And she tells a whole story. It's a funny story, but it's an hour. It's like maybe 45 minutes on HBO where she talks about all the things that happened to lead up that she didn't know she was having a heart attack. She didn't figure it out till 3 days later or something like that.
Yeah,
you know what I mean.
But like that happens.
You know, she was helping an old lady into her car, and her arm hurt, and she was like, oh, she thought she just hurt it, putting her in the car.
Yeah,
and that was the beginning of the heart attack for her. and she didn't even know it until she was home. She was just talking about all the symptoms that she ignored.
That's what I'm trying. I'm trying not to ignore.
No.
That's my thing. I'm trying.
But you got to at least pinpoint the coincidence that if someone says, "Wow, my knee is really hurting," and now you have a fucking knee pain, it's your fucking head.
I know, but one day it's not going to be the head. It's going to be real, and everyone's going to think it's my head, and I could have been saved.
Yeah, well, you know what? Catch the head ones now.
I can't even take this conversation anymore. I have an animal eating my chest cavity right now. I feel like there's something crawling around in there. Like this is giving me, I don't know what it's giving me, mental abuse and heart attacks. This whole discussion is really. I'm not having a good time.
All right, we don't have to talk about it. You want to talk about? We want to talk about. Joe,
right,
what do you?
Maybe
want
this is a good time because I'm all like I'm getting hot and my chest hurts. We interviewed our friend Kevin Guti, a comedian who produced. He's currently producing his own web series. He hopes to be a TV series called Comics Watching Comics, and we invited him on the show to talk about it. So now we'll go to our interview with Kevin Guti while I take a break to not have a heart attack and get a drink of water.
There we go. Very good, Joe.
Okay, everybody. Enjoy our interview with comedian Kevin Guti.
What's up, boys? How you doing today?
Good, man. How's it going, buddy?
Not too bad. Not too bad at all.
All right. We kind of like just did this... started the video and like podcast started at all.
We could plop this in like later.
Yeah. Okay, we can do that. Yeah, we can do that. Yeah, that's cool.
Cool.
So what's up, man? How's everything going?
It's going, man. It's been a busy upcoming week. I got the live show we're doing on Wednesday, so I'm just bombing up social media now, as well as for the casting. That closes in 5 days, so I'm bombing up social media for both that, and I've been doing it for like the last 4 fucking hours today. And
now, is that at New York Comedy Club?
Yeah, on Wednesday.
On Wednesday, right?
Yep.
So tell everybody about the show. It's comics. What's the name? Give us the name of the comedians watching comics.
Comics Watching Comics is the name of the show.
Same shit.
You'd be surprised. I got another guy. Actually, it's funny when he's my buddy. He does a show called Comics Cutting Comics, where he's a barber and he cuts their hair. So people are like, "Is that like the same show?" I'm like, "No, I did mine first, so fuck him."
It's not only not the same show, it's watching and cutting are two very completely different things. I'm not going to go to a hair salon and sit there and let the lady watch my hair. I'm going to want her to cut it. It's two different things we're doing.
Yeah. So Comics Watching Comics, what it is, it's a show where I get a bunch of intermediate comics together, and the idea is to really promote comics who are intermediate, trying to break through to that next level, because as we know, it's a real pain in the balls trying to get stage time in the city. There's only like 40 spots-ish a night to go around, and this is just another way to gain exposure for these comics. So what we do is we have a mass taping like we are at June 26th at New York Comedy Club, and then I'm going to tape 50 comics again, and we're going to take that footage, bring it to my house, or if I can find a studio, which is looking doubtful now, but probably back to my house. And then I have 3 other panelists join me at my house, and we watch each comic, and we offer advice, we critique, we praise, we offer, hey, that joke would work better if you try this, or if they really suck dick, then we shit on them. And that's how it works. At the end of each panel, we pick a comic. We vote on a comic, and that comic is going to get a spot at a top club in the city. Again, that's also in the works. The home audience plays along they can then vote on a panelist they like via Twitter at Comics Watching. And then the winning panelist gets to come back and be a panelist again on the following week's show.
Okay. That's cool. So, all right. So it's you and 2 other comics?
3. There's 4 of us total. Actually, this year is going to be different. I should say 5 now, because we're going to have a master panelist. Jeffrey Gurian is going to join as the guy who's going to sit and give the panel like a thumbs up or a thumbs down on our selection.
Okay.
Comic. So, trying to make things a little bit different for this next go around.
How many episodes you have like basically in the can?
We have 2 are done, and I just chop them up and put out a segment every week, so that way there's constant content being updated.
Okay.
So what we're doing now is I'm taping episodes 3 and 4 with the next batch I'm going to tape on the 26th.
And now, how long's an episode?
See, that's the thing, Mike. I the first episode I chopped up like your typical hour-long TV show, 2 22-minute episodes. So that way I can shop it to a TV network. The second episode is cut up like an internet show, 7 to 10-minute clips.
Okay.
So that way I can show it to the internet people if they want to buy the show. So I haven't decided how long I'm gonna chop up the next batch. But like I said, I have both as a TV show and an internet show as formats.
Do you have it available? Do you have a YouTube channel for it?
Of course, yeah. Watching Comics on YouTube.
Yeah. So now when we go on there, will we kind of get the format of like a web series?
Yes, absolutely.
Okay.
Right.
All right. Good. So worst case, it's out there for anybody who wants to see it. It's there. If an online content company buys it, that's even better for you.
Right. As long as, again, the only thing I'm worried about is A, does that check clear, and B, as long as I have all creative control.
Right.
It's a good show. I saw
the
small episodes you post. I haven't seen the 22-minute one. I saw
that was with Jimmy Failure,
John Moses.
Right, Moses and Liam Bonema. And the second panel, like the episode, the internet episode, is Mike Racine, who just actually shot his half hour in New Orleans. Cyrus McQueen and Brian John.
I saw that.
Right, that's the second one.
I saw though. That's a smaller clip.
Yep,
yeah.
Smaller.
I was nervous at first watching it because I was like, oh man, I thought it was gonna be like this is like negative, like bashing of comics, and I'm like, all right, I'll give it a shot. But I like went in negative. I went in negative just based on it, and I'm like, all right, it's not that bad actually, because they don't. I mean, you give a lot more praise. You do make fun of them, but it's kind of like similar to like ball busting we do after the show. Like
That's
if like friends perform with each other.
Exactly the way I was going is the ball busting factor. Like everyone busts balls no matter what. Sometimes someone eats a dick and they got to know about it. Sometimes they say, hey, that was a monster fucking set, man. Great thing. But the reason why I couldn't be a complete shitting on is A, I look like a major jerk off, and B, I couldn't get people to come back for future episodes if all it was a shitting on episode. So
episode 1, the final episode.
Yeah. And what's funny is the judges will wind up. I guess you've been sitting there watching video for a while. You can see them not like getting like annoyed with each other, and they're like almost critiquing each other's judging. It seems like almost like you see them like rolling their eyes like that. This is.
It's so funny. Like if you pay attention, you'll see the light, like the daylight come in. Like the brighter the light, it's obviously earlier in the day, and then the less light. That's when you see people like, all right, they're losing their fucking patience. Or like John Moses, for example, it was funny because he rolled in like beat ass tired. He was up at Gotham till like 1:30. He had to be at my house in North. He lives down in Belmar now. He had to be at my house at 11:30, so he's dead ass tired. He's got a young kid too, so he rolls in all fucking tired. And as the day progresses, he starts waking up and getting like meaner and meaner. And we actually allude to that in one of the clips. So like, Jesus, John, you finally fucking wake up. So
he's meaner, but he's like almost laying down by the end of the episode. Like you see him slowly sliding off the couch.
Well, no, actually, that's the beginning. Is where he's sprawled out in the couch. He wakes up and he perks up more. It's funny.
No, but that is like a good idea. Like, because like if we're just like say comics at the back table hanging out,
right?
If you did, like you said, if you had a good set, we're gonna be like, yo, man, good spot right there.
Right.
But if you tripped up at all, if we're close enough, I'm calling you on it.
Right.
And that's what we should do to each other. Like as that, like tight comic friends, we'll bust each other's chops. We actually want to see you do bad, so we can make fun of you for a couple of hours. That's what we do.
Right. Right. Couldn't agree more.
You know what I mean? Like, and if you're a comic going on the show, they should be like, you know what? I'm going to do well, but if I do poorly, I hope to God we can make fun of it.
Yeah, like last night, you were dying for me to bomb at that place.
Absolutely.
I get to a place, he just takes a ride with me. I'm performing on the floor under a moose head in front of a fireplace, and I'm like, he's praying that I bomb.
Oh my God! If you saw the room, you're like, "Oh, this is 30 minutes of just him eating shit, and I'm gonna love it."
Be a long ride home.
What hunting lodge were you at last night, Joe?
Actually, it was a restaurant in Fairfield, Connecticut. Not bragging, called the Bear and Grill.
It was I mean, like it looks like it's made to look like a campground, like inside like a camper's.
Right.
Hangout. So there's a big stone fireplace with a big moose head and trophies for hunting. And that's where they stood, right under the moose head in front of the fireplace. And all like, it was like a bar gig. However, it was a bar gig that everybody was there to see comedy. So when you first walk in, you're like, uh-oh, this is going to be bad.
Like, Mike was disappointed that it was so good. He's like, fuck, I took this ride with you for this to watch you.
I got a Saturday night off. I'm finally going to go out and enjoy my night, watch my friend eat shit for an hour, and then I get to drive home and make fun of him. And that didn't get to happen. I was like, wow, a waste of my Saturday.
That or crossing your fingers where the moose head fell off the fucking wall and hit him in the head as he performed.
My whole ride picking him up, I'm like, why am I picking him up for this?
Yeah.
I'm inviting total meanness into my car tonight. This is going to be brutal.
Comedy is a true sadist profession. Like you guys just said, like sometimes like your buddy's like, oh, I want to eat shit so I can fuck with them. Especially if you had a good set that same show. You're like, oh, come on, eat shit so I can fucking jam in your face.
Yeah.
One night back at the old Ha, he came to hang out with me, and we're hanging out. And I'm getting ready to go do a spot, and it was like in the big room, and there was only about 12 people, and everyone had not done well. It so far had been a horrific evening.
Right.
I go up, I get 12 minutes, not much better than horrific, and then as I'm coming off, Cisco says to me, "Hey, tell your friend Joe I'm going to give him a spot." So it was like right at that moment.
Right.
So I go, he's sitting in the back. I'm like, "Yo, go up. You're getting 10 minutes." He's like, "Right now?" I'm like, "Yeah, you're up." And he ate his balls for 10 minutes.
The best part of me eating my balls is I'm up there eating my balls, and there's a couch in the back, and I see Mike on his back belly laughing, going left and right. like his legs are kicking in the air like a baby getting changed on a changing table.
Like an upside-down turtle?
Yeah. Oh, it was so much because he kept trying, and he would throw a line out there, and it was just Dudville.
Just
and then one line,
to the floor.
he throws a joke, it goes nowhere, and all you hear him go is comedy.
Yeah, I took a long pause. I go, comedy.
And I could not stop.
Mike just goof on. You're like, son of a bitch. This is gonna be a long subway ride back.
Well, it could be too long because, like you said, luckily for me that night, everyone was eating it.
Yeah, if he was the biggest bomb, it was just fun to watch him bomb.
Because I wasn't ready to bomb. I was just like,
he was there just to hang out. And get
I was just hanging. I'm like, no preparation, and I'm just like, oh boy.
That's why, like, even last night, the thought of a guest spot, because Chris Clark was there doing a guest spot. You know Chris Clark.
Wait, Chris Clark from The Fan?
No, Chris Clark.
Oh, Chris Clark. Oh, comic. Yeah, I know him. I said Craig Carton.
He lives up there. Chris Clark lives like.
Yeah. I know.
Right. So he just happened to come in, say, I'm going to do a guest spot. So they were like, yeah, I'm going to do a guest spot. And I was like, in my mind, before it even started, I'm like, please do not ask me to do a guest spot because I want Joe to bomb completely on his own tonight. No.
We were living comics, watching comics. We were living an episode.
Oh, God. When we did the Rich roast, well, we didn't do it. We were there at the Rich McDonald roast. Joe, myself, and Kevin Israel. We were in the back, and that was our own roast section. Like, they were roasting on stage. We were roasting at the fucking bar for 3 hours.
Oh, that was the highlight for me.
We were roasting, they're roasting.
Yeah.
We were. It was roasters watching roasters is what that was.
So what has been your feedback from the comedy community about the show?
Overwhelmingly supportive. Everyone loves it. This is going to sound fucking gay, but I could be out at a bar show or at a mic or hang out in the city, and people will walk, like comics walk by, go, Kev, love the show. It's addicting. They'll just shout out shit like,
okay.
I'm famous. It's really been overwhelming supportive.
Oh, good.
I couldn't. Yeah, there's like a couple people. Comics were like, of course the troll, the nets and the troll, like not like a. There's a site called Live Leak. I don't know if you guys have heard of that. They fucking hate this show. They hate this show more than the Taliban. It's hilarious, but comics, not 80 more than that. Like 90% of people love it on the internet, and the comics absolutely love it. They're dying. Like, oh, how can I be part of it? When's the next taping? How can I be part of it? How can I be in the fucking panel? Whatever. Everyone's just like, yeah, they want to be part of it or know when it's coming out, which is really awesome.
All right, cool. Because, like you I don't know if like comedians are like, yo, who the fuck are you guys to judge?
That's it. Well, that's right. And that's why, I mean, look, I've been doing it 6 years. Most people, who the fuck am I? No one, right? That's why I got people like Jimmy, who's done America's Got Talent, like Moses, right, who's been on Access and Sirius, like Cyrus and Brian, who were on Last Comic Standing. So guys who at least have accomplished something. Right. So that way it's like, hey, it's not just me, it's everyone else. So.
Right.
That's how I pull that off.
How about the general public? Like, do you think it's a too inside baseball type of video, or do you think has the general public, like people that aren't comedians, given you any feedback?
Yeah, they have. In fact, it's even funnier. The general feedback has been fantastic. A lot of people are like, hey, this is really cool because I get to see what it's like, how comics watch comics, and what their thought process is to get to those jokes and make those transitions and create tags and punch and all that bullshit. But a lot of non-comics are sharing the shit out of this on Facebook. Like, wow, this is my friend, Jeff, and he's on this show, and they share the fuck out of it. So it's really, really cool.
Oh, good, man, good. Now, how much does each person, how much of they do a 5-minute set at the club?
Yeah, everyone does 5.
What gets aired?
Okay, I try and base that on, the best laughs they've received,
right, or
the best reaction they received from the panel, or the lack of reaction they've gotten from the audience. That's what I base it on. Okay. So if it's a real, if someone goes up real confidently and does their joke, and the punchline just fucking bottoms out, and then you see their reaction, I added that. There's a couple times, but I try and keep it I really help with the comics. Let's say they had a bad one, I really try and put at least a joke or two in there that they got to laugh on.
Right.
But then we'll be like, hey, look, this is why it wasn't good, and then we'll cite examples that you may not have seen on the set, but that's what we'll allude to. So that's what I base it on.
And how long have most of the comics that are on the show been doing comedy? I tell everyone
I don't want anyone less than 3 years. I mean, that's the minimum, the bare minimum, because I don't want someone. I've gotten a lot of people, a lot of newbies are like, oh, I want to be in the show. I'm like, no, because here's why. If you're in it for a year or two, and let's say you go up and eat a fucking dick platter, if the panel skewers you, this may send you in a tailspin. You're like, you know what? Fuck comedy. This sucks. I'm never doing it again. So that way, at least 3 years in, you've got at least 5 minutes of solid shit, I would hope, and you have thick enough skin developed where you can take a beating if you deserve it. That's why I say no less than 3 years. Right,
that's good. That's good. And what's the max?
No max.
You don't care?
Don't get.
I had
a guy email me today. He said again, I don't have a fucking resume. I can't do a background check. He said he's been in for 20 years.
Do you know the guy's name?
No, I can look and tell you.
Yeah, but throw it out. I mean, have you ever heard of him?
No. I think he's an LA guy.
Okay.
So, and I put it on the LA or the Vegas or the Baltimore or DC boards. I'm like, hey, if any of you guys are going to be in New York on 6/26, send me a tape for consideration. And if you can get out here, yeah. And one guy goes like, oh, can you fly me out here? I'm like, motherfucker, you know how much I've sunk in this shit? You think I'm flying your dumb ass out here? Fuck you.
And when is it the show at New York Comedy Club, the 26th?
That's the tape. No. That's the audition date. That's where I'm taping all the new comics. The live show where I'm having some of the panelists perform, as well as some of the comics, as well as the redemption. That's this Wednesday, June 8th at 7.
So all the people on this show this week were on this episode already.
And I'm also going to air the portion of the video where we vote on the winner. So anyone who's on the show on Wednesday, one of them is the winner for episode 2. Jason Scoop won episode 1. He'll be on a future live show. I have no problem with that. But the person doesn't know that he or she has won, and I'm going to show the voting that night.
Okay, and now Jason Scoop won the same thing on a live show, like a live event. So you do all.
This is my first live show. I didn't think about this. Actually, it wasn't even my idea. So I said you should do a live show, and I was like, oh shit, that's a good idea.
Right.
But I'll have another live show for the next one, and I'll get Scoop on that. But yeah, I based it. The reason I chose the people to perform on Wednesday are, like I said, panelists. People that did, people who were either mentioned by the panelists as like when they vote, like it's always one winner and like a runner up or a mention, right? Or what I'm trying to do is we have the people who did well in the panelists. The other people who are on, I'm giving 1 minute each to about 4 or 5, I think 5 people now, where they have 1 minute to redeem because they ate shit on the taping, and then the winner will get a spot that night. So they have 1 minute to redeem themselves that night.
Okay, cool. That's good, man. It's interesting. Yeah. It's a good way to get comics supporting one another. That's for sure.
Yeah, it's also the same night that the guy Lord who died recently.
Yeah.
It's the same night, and actually, that's the 9 o'clock show is the Lord tribute. So it's gonna be jacked. A ton of people will be coming in. So that way, it's just like 7 to. I think there's 2 Lord tributes that night.
What time's your show?
I'm sorry.
What time's your show?
7.
7. Okay.
Yeah, and then 9 o'clock is the first one. I think 11 is the next one. But yeah, I mean, obviously, comics can get in free for the general public. If you go on Facebook and you can find the link for it, Comics Watching Comics live event, you click the link and it's $5 tickets if you're the public.
Cool, man. I'm gonna be in the city.
Comics, obviously, you guys can get it for free.
Yeah, I'm gonna stop by before my.
Yeah, please, that'd be great. All you guys can come in and hang out, and check it out, and see what's up.
All right, good, man. So when's the plan for the next thing to air for people to watch?
Again, I air shit every week. About Wednesdays.
Can, right?
What's that?
You have stuff.
Yeah. I still have shit from episode 2 that's not aired yet.
Okay.
I usually put it like on a Tuesday or Wednesday. That's like the best day the social media nerds tell me to fucking upload this stuff. Okay. So then but I'm gonna wait because I'm gonna show the voting live on Wednesday, so I'm not gonna put it out.
Nice.
Yeah,
okay.
yeah. But I still have at least 3 or 4 more segments to air. So that will put me, I guess, in July.
So there's a YouTube channel to subscribe to for them to get
there you go. Thanks. That's a perfect segue. Subscribe to the YouTube channel. The minute I upload that shit there, you'll get a link saying Kevin's, has added another video to Comics Watching Comics, and then boom, there you have it. As well as if you like the Facebook page, I load the videos up there too on the Facebook fan page as well.
All right, beautiful, man. Good.
Yeah.
I'm glad it's working out. I know you're excited about it. I hope it really takes off.
I'm thinking it is. I'm getting a lot of good feedback, and things are happening, and let's cross our fingers.
Dude, you gotta do stuff, man. You gotta put content out. You gotta do something, man. So it's either do this until it freaking stops,
right?
Or you're gonna sit in your room and think about how to get a spot at fucking Broadway. I mean,
let me tell you, Mike. People are asking to interview me like for blogs and shit like that, and people go, "What advice do you have?" I'm like, well, besides network your balls off. That's something I think I'm really good at is networking. Like at least go to a mic or show and at least meet one new person. But I think the one thing advice was given to me is don't put all your eggs in the basket of stand-up. Like every jerk off is trying to make it in stand-up.
Right.
So it's like I draw the analogy. Okay, you're here. You're in a movie theater and you're gonna go see like the new Batman film or whatever the fuck opening night. Every asshole is bottlenecking into one entrance. Now by creating your own shit that's different. It's like one guy has the side door open, like, "Hey guys, come on this side, sneak in the back way." Like, don't think you're gonna make it in stand up because you may be the funniest motherfucker, but the funniest motherfuckers don't always make it.
Nope.
Creating your own shit's got to be the way to go. It has to be.
Right.
Original creativity, of course. Yeah, content.
That's great. That's good advice.
Yeah, I mean, you guys know shit. You guys are doing your own stuff too.
Yeah, man.
Poorly, but we're doing it.
Well, that's funny.
I was going to leave the poorly part out, but I figured I think it goes without saying.
You guys are Jordan the Pippen of the 90s. I tell you, one dishes right off to the other.
Yeah.
Boom. Boom.
All right.
So, all right, man. Thanks for coming on, dude.
Yeah,
no,
man,
thank you for having it. I really, really appreciate this.
I'm glad we could work it out. This is better than me recording it, so.
No, yeah, this is perfect. Yeah, I can sit here and do it in our home. So, thanks again for having me, guys. Yeah, comicswatchingcomics.com, Facebook, Comics Watching Comics, and YouTube channel, Comics Watching Comics.
All right, man.
Gentlemen,
Subscribe.
take care.
All right, man. Good luck. I'll see you Wednesday.
Thanks, guys.
See you
later.
We are back. It's a good interview with Kevin.
Yeah, it was good. It was good. I'm glad. At first, I saw like a couple of clips of that show. And at first, you see Comics Watching Comics and you think, oh my God, this is going to be people bashing comedians. But I find that comics, most of the time, if you're a good person, like most comics are good people and they're not that negative about comics. Like, yeah, we sit in the back of the room, you see somebody who's hacking it up or whatever. We all have opinions on what we think should be on stage. We all are like the fucking comedy gods. We all think that our point is the most important point. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is the way you should be doing comedy. We all think that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But, for the most part, we're still, loving, caring people. So it'd be hard to watch. a bunch of asshole piece of shit comics making fun of comics all day. I wouldn't think it would be even a thing.
No, I think when you have like veteran comics that have been doing it like even like 10 plus years critiquing, it's just a different type of critique. I feel like maybe like newer comics are more mean to each other, a little bit more insecure, where people that are established and, you know, had their dick kicked in for years.
Right.
You know, yeah, they'll make it funny and give you critique and bust your balls, but it comes from a better place. It's not a place of insecurity.
Well, there's a line. I mean, not the line. There's a probably a window of time. Like when you're real new, you probably shit on everybody because you're not comfortable with who you are, not confident that you can do the job. Right. So you got that underlying reasons why. Then you got the guy who's confident and he's comfortable, and he'll give you actually, he'll critique you and be constructive criticism because he's learned from his own mistakes and he feels comfortable who he is. He's not worrying about anybody. Then you're going to get, after that window closes, you get the bitter piece of shit who wishes he was somewhere else, isn't somewhere else, shits on everybody who's trying to get to where he was once trying to get to, too. Yeah. Tells you how it's impossible. Nobody does that. Nobody makes it. No, blah, blah, blah. You know what I mean? Right, and you get that guy. Yeah. I hope to not be that guy, but I feel like that's where I'm heading.
What, to bitter?
To that. Not bitter, because I know the taste of bitter. I don't like it. But just defeated.
Defeated, like I'm not going to get what I want out of this?
Yeah, defeated. But also, I'm also good enough to know that it's not only, I'm not going to get what I want. It's not because I don't have it. It's not because I have it and not getting what I want. I don't think I have it.
Yeah, well, it's a whole, that's a tough realization for people to come to grips with, probably in a lot of different professions, that you're not the top of your profession.
Right. No, and I know that.
You could be serviceable. You could be, there's baseball. You have like your Ken Griffey Juniors, and then you got like your Nick Swishers.
Right.
You know what I mean? That like, yeah, he did a good bit for a little while, but you know what I mean? Yeah. Like there's different levels, but I think everybody wants that big level. I don't know, to justify, like they need, I don't know, like I think about that. I was talking with what's his face, Matt Jenkins at a show the other night, and we were talking about like negativity and stuff, and I was like, I said I don't care no more. I said, I just have fun with this and let it be what it's gonna be. I'm not saying I don't work hard, but I just do what I can do. Right. And let the chips fall where they may. And he's like, how'd you get yourself to that? He asked me.
Right.
And I said, honestly, I didn't. It was like life got me to that. I was like, when my wife got sick, I realized none of this shit matters.
Right.
And ever since that, I was like, you know what? And I told him that thing we always say, like, how come we're the only ones not having fun here?
Right.
Like, let's just treat this as fun. It's still a fun thing to do.
Right.
And I feel like if I treat it as fun, with working hard and just doing it, things could happen.
Right.
But they definitely aren't going to happen if I'm like, this motherfucker.
Absolutely, yeah, no.
Motherfucker, and why the fuck don't I have this?
No, that's a good way to approach it. I mean, that's a good way. That's a place that you have to consciously put yourself on. Like, listen, I want to have fun. I want to enjoy myself because good things will come from that. Right. Even if just enjoying myself is the good thing that came from that. At least I'm not fucking miserable with expectations. It's like, if you have expectations, I'm one very big. I tell people all the time, don't have expectations. I'm not talking about comedy, just in life. You can't go on a first date and expect this one to be the one forever because you're going to be disappointed if it isn't.
Right.
So why don't you just take that, enjoy the first date? Did you got like your appetizers? Did you like, you know what I mean? Like there's a whole part of the first date that you might want to process before you expect to be on a third date.
Yeah.
So that's how I feel about comedy. Like it just approach every gig as it's a fucking fun gig. But that's a conscious thing I have to do when it comes to comedy because I need more out of it financially.
Like, are you feeling that way because the schedule is blank now? And like, but when the schedule's full, you're like, oh, I'm right where I want to be. I'm doing what I want to do.
Even when the schedule's full, it's like good gigs and I enjoy it and I'm making money, but I'm what I'm doing as a gig means nothing.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, oh, I did great. I made $1,000 this weekend. I was in a fucking, in a auditorium in, fucking upstate New York, and I was out on Long Island for a gig. I made $1,000 and meant nothing. It was like if a tree falls in the woods and no one hears it, doesn't make a noise. It doesn't fucking matter.
That's what I think sometimes. Like I think like you do all these gigs. Like, what does it matter? Like, you kill. Like, is it you're doing it for money?
Yes.
Now, on the flip side of the coin, go on the road, do a show somewhere. Now guaranteed money. Get what you get. Where you try and build a fan base.
Right.
Of like comedy fans. Like you generate a fan base.
Right.
Like, what's the way? You know what I mean? Like, what's the way?
Which way is the way to go? So, listen. Obviously, I need to make a living. Right. So these gigs, I'm out here. I'm grateful I have them, and they're good money. But they're all one-offs. You did it. Tom said to me, he's like, the one good thing is people. He goes, I've gotten 4 random phone calls from organizations inquiring about you specifically. Nobody else on my roster asked about you.
Oh, good.
He's like, so you're putting out a name and a product out there that people want.
Okay.
So I'm making a living, and I'm getting money that's going to help me make a living. That's great. But but your question was, when the calendar's full, are you not thinking so much of it being a failure?
Right.
No, I'm still, even when the calendar's full, I'm like, so what am I doing? I know I'm making a living, but what is all this I'm doing? What is it? Is it anything that can advance? It's like as a salesman, you're selling carpet. You got that salesman got an account with a builder who's building 500 houses. So he's good. I just sold a $10,000 job to this one family who owns one home.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Oh, you made $10,000. That guy just made $1,000 off of one gig, but he got a guy who's building 500 houses. So he's making money for a long time coming.
Right.
I banged out my big hit, but my calendar is empty. So what can I do today that will continually get me more work? Right. You know what I mean? And that's kind of where I want to be. As a comic, I want to get to a place to where I can get. I'm never going to be able to get complacent where I'm like, got to work, time to coast. That doesn't work like that here. That's the gigs that the people we meet on these road gigs, and we're out, these road hacks that you're opening for. Right. That's their mentality. That's what they did. They killed it at some clubs, got a little heat in the 90s or 80s and 90s, and then coasted on nothing. And now they're all just doing those gigs. And I'm not saying that isn't part of my history. I mean, or future. It could be. But I don't want to get gigs and be fine with just doing that. I want to keep getting better so the gigs keep getting better so I keep getting booked.
So then what's wrong then?
What's wrong with what?
Like, then why? Like, because when you talk about it, you seem positive, like you know where you want to do, what your direction is. So where's this come from where you're like, I don't think it's going to work? I want all of that, but I don't know if it's going to happen. Well, nobody knows anything's going to happen in life.
Right, but I used to feel more confident in it.
And why
I don't feel confident.
But why did you?
I don't know. Maybe I was fucking dumb, delusional. Who knows?
Yeah.
But now I don't. I feel like, And there's things that I'm not mentally capable of. Like, and I'm not saying maybe I won't be if I put my mind to it and get into a habit of it. But, like, I would love to write a show. I would love to write a movie. But I feel like I'm not smart enough to do it.
Right.
You know what I mean? And I feel like I'm not that smart to do some of the things in this business. I'm not smart enough. I'm not aware enough. And maybe if I put, like I said, if I got up every morning and did it and like tried it, I might fumble around for months and then maybe find a groove in some of those areas. Yeah. But like I feel like my ability to do it is not there. I'm never going to be able to do it. And that is disheartening to me.
Well, writing's very hard to do, and not so much. Not even being good at writing, actual writing.
Right.
Because even before I was stand up, I would write a lot, and it's the most grueling thing to sit there in front of a piece of paper. Even if you plan it out, even if you get yourself an outline form and make your note cards and get your characters ready, it's a grueling process because there's no feedback.
Right.
I think stand-ups get spoiled.
Right.
With like
no, you're right. You might be right on
instant
that.
feedback, and it's like it's a whole new ball game. And I don't think it's a matter of being stupid, because you know how to tell a story. You tell stories on stage for a living.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah.
You know?
I just feel like the mechanics of a writer, all of that stuff, I feel like, and just in the business in general, just being in the business in general and all of that stuff, I feel like I'm not skilled in that. And it disheartens me because I'm like, I perform, I'm funny, I make people laugh, I'm likable, I'm a character that people enjoy and want to hear. How do I get that guy better, and how do I get him on a bigger platform professionally? How do I make that guy look like a product? And that I feel dumb and incapable of.
Well, that's why I think PR, like in the entertainment world, that's where like having a PR person helps you create your brand.
Right.
They're expensive.
Yeah, no, I know.
You know, but I think that's like the difference between comics that are out there getting shit, like real shit, like, and you guys like us that do the job can go on the road and headline and kill and nobody knows who the fuck we are.
But there's some organizational skills, right? And there's some organizational skills that it takes to put content out, to create things. You know what I mean?
Right.
And like, I feel, for lack of a better word, retarded. Like, I feel like I'm not capable of it. I get like this, like, anxiety comes over me that I'm never going to be able to just create something bigger than what the fuck I've done. And that is where, that's it right there. If I can sum it up in a nutshell, I feel that I am not going to be able to create something bigger than what I've already done. And that makes me sad. It makes me want to go under the covers and say, never mind, I'm good. Thank you, life.
Yeah, because it's a scary proposition. But, like, if you think back, there was a time you had 0 minutes of an act.
Yeah, I know.
And now you have 3 hours of material.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, you are capable of dropping your whole act now and creating a new hour from scratch, if you wanted to.
Right.
And of course, it's not easy.
Well, that's, yeah. I feel like from my CD till now, I got a huge chunk of new shit.
Yeah.
But it's just, I feel like, forget stand-up.
Okay, other than stand-up.
Other than stand-up. I just don't feel I'm going to be able to create anything bigger, anything better. And I'm not saying even what I've done so far is good. I just don't know if I'm capable of creating something I want to create. I don't know if I have the skills, the organizational skills, the mental tenacity, and all that shit that it takes. I don't know if I have it.
Yeah, or maybe you're trying to be something you're not.
I don't even know what
You know what I mean? That's like, you know, some people want to be a novelist because they love to read novels.
Yeah, yeah.
But they've never written a short story.
Right.
And it's like, and people try and then they're not. You know what I mean? Like we're comedians. We go out and do comedy. We don't force it. We just do it because we love doing it, and it's who we are.
Right.
Writers write. They write every day. They write everything. They just write for the sake of writing. That's what they do, and then they get gold out of certain shit. Photographers, like, if you ever take photography course, Ansel Adams, a huge landscape photographer, would take thousands of pictures, and you see one of them.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah.
But he just takes them anyway.
Right.
He's taking them anyway. The famous ones just happen to be because he did so much work, that thing happened.
Right.
All those pictures he took before led to that one.
Yeah.
And he did it. Maybe you're not a screenwriter.
Right.
Maybe that's it. Maybe you need to just focus. I'm a stand-up comedian. And I just got to keep being the best stand-up comedian I can
Well,
possibly be.
when you just said that, like, maybe you're trying to be something you're not, and like, it's an acceptance thing. Like, not that, like, I'm not. It's an acceptance thing. I am a stand-up comic. I'm a performer. I'm a performer.
Right.
I'm a performer. I also am good at helping people create things, but I'm better off. And I think somebody else said this. I forget who it was. I remember hearing it in an interview. Like, to create something, I think they were talking about an SNL. Like, to come up with I forget who was interviewing. To come up with a whole sketch, not that good. To be a part of a sketch and add to a sketch, I'm awesome at.
Right.
I forget who said that. Like, to come up and start from scratch and write the fucking storyboard out and all that stuff, he goes, I'm not good at it. But if you had something written and you wanted to go with it, I'm great at helping you punch it up and being a part of it.
Right. Chris Farley probably wasn't a great writer.
Well, they said that about him.
But like Chris Farley was a funny comedic actor.
Yeah, he added to all the sketches.
He made, like, if you put anybody else in those sketches, it wouldn't even have been as good.
Right.
He brought, and we've talked about that with you in the past, like how you would probably be good in sketch comedy because you know you're good at acting and acting out, and you're like a visual storyteller, like with
right.
like even in your stand-up act. Maybe fuck writing a movie and fuck writing that, and you need to go act and sketch.
No,
that should be your side thing.
No, that's the thing. Like me and Tom were talking about. I just filled out my Actors Access, account. I had let just sit there for years, so I just updated that. I got to just get the headshots. Me and James, not James, our James, another James, is going to do my headshots. And I'm doing this little thing with Eric Levi that I'm acting in that. We rehearsed on Friday. I'm shooting it on Tuesday. Uh-huh. So, like, I'm focusing on that stuff, and that does give me a little more excitement because I believe I am better if you give me something to perform.
Yeah, I think that's where your time is.
And I need
spent.
to really be able to. I got to accept that. Instead of thinking that I'm not doing something creative here, I got to go. You know what? It's like A-Rod. It's like, listen, man, we don't need you at third anymore. Thank you. We need you at DH. Your bat is where it's at.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
See, like me, I come from filmmaking and editing and shoot. I know I could do that. I've done it. I've won film festivals for my I've done it. You know, my problem is laziness.
Right.
I have the ability. I just don't do it because I'm lazy.
Yeah.
That's not like, do I think I can write a screenplay? No, I've done it.
Right.
I've done it. You know, I've done it, and you've acted in it, and you've acted well in my thing. Right. Like, you know what I mean? So I think you should go for that.
Right.
I think that's what you're missing.
No, you're right. And when you said it just now, it kind of like I was feeling like this. Like we started a conversation, and out of nowhere, anxiety came, and I started to feel like sad and miserable. But then you said that one thing maybe you're trying to be something you're not.
Trying to be something you're not, yeah.
And I was like, it just clicked. I'm like, yeah, why don't I just be what I know I am?
Right.
You know what I mean? Like, I'm not saying that one day I sit down and out of nowhere comes like a writing thing. Who knows? But me sitting here going, that's what I got to try. Like, why? Do you want to try that? No. Well, then fuck it. Like, it's like.
You can't be good at everything.
And somebody's like, you got to have a show ready. And I've said this, and I've never really owned it. I don't want to write a fucking sitcom. I want to act in one. I'll act in one about me and my life. But I don't want to write it.
You don't have to write one. You just have to, that's what showrunners are for. When you get
Here's the idea.
A thing, they write it.
Here's the idea, guys. I'm going to tell you what fucking show could be. Go. You know my comedy. You know my sensibility. Do it. Knock yourself out right away, and I'll act in it.
Right.
Damn it. Now I don't want to. Like, I swear to God, like my mind was like, I got to get this. I got to write not a pilot, but I got to write the story about I got to make characters. I'm like, no, fuck it.
It's not who you are.
No.
It's not. That's like if I go to try and write I'm gonna go write a period piece screenplay about the. It's like why? I don't even know what the fuck I'm talking about with that.
It's right.
You know what I
100%.
mean? Like yeah. Do I like to watch period pieces? I do, but just because I enjoy watching them, don't mean I can make one.
Right. But you know what I did have like this anxiety, not anxiety, like this, like something I want to write. There is 2 things that I would like to write, and they're not comedies. One is about suicide. I want to write a short film about suicide.
Okay.
And I wanted to write, I was just inspired by series like a Breaking Bad, Better Call Saul, even that show with I can't think of his name. The Increasingly Poor Decisions of Todd Margaret with David Cross.
Okay, yeah.
With David Cross. Like, it's a comedy series, but it's a short series. It's 13 episodes, and that was all it was supposed to be. Yeah. You know what I mean? I'm inspired by those things. Like, those kind of shows, I want to write something like that.
Right.
Like, that's what I'm inspired. Not inspired to come up with a cheeseball fucking NBC sitcom. I'm not inspired to do it. I will be in it, and I will I will even help you punch it up, but I'm not inspired to create it.
Right.
I just am not. And I got to stop saying that I am and saying I got to work on this, because I'm not working on it. I'm not going to do it. I don't want to do it. There, I just said it. Anybody's asking, do you have a show that you want to write? No, nope. I don't have a show I want to write. No, I don't.
No, I do not.
I don't want to do it. I don't want to. I feel so much better saying it. I feel so much better because I don't want to do it. I have no fucking desire to create a sitcom. None. I have the desire to tell my story. I have the desire to sit down with a bunch of writers and we can figure it out. But I have no desire to fucking sit there and create characters and backstories and none.
Yeah.
Not for a sitcom, for a series, like a series. I do have like a series, not a fucking every week's a new thing. What are you dealing with? My son got herpes. I don't give. I mean, like, I don't want to write that. I don't want to write that show.
You don't have to. No one's making you.
All right, good. But I felt like that's where I'm supposed to be heading. Not that I felt like I was supposed to be heading that way. I'm like, I need to make something.
Well, that's what, like we talked about with the interview with Kevin. Like, you always got to be doing something else besides stand up. You got to try and find a new way in.
Yeah, just create. It's like my thing is I said it before. I want to create better. That's not. I've never been motivated by success of creation. I just want to create.
Yeah.
I just want to think of something and put it out there. That's it.
Yeah.
I'm not looking. I'm not looking to sell an Ansel Adams. I'm just looking to create. I'm looking to take those 1,000 fucking shots, and if none of them are good, I don't give a shit. I just want to keep taking them. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And if somebody buys one of, I don't care if they buy it. I just want to keep creating.
That's all we can do, man. Because there's no. Where are we going with any of this? It's
right.
all a leap of faith.
Yeah.
Just doing, and that's like what I meant when I was talking to Matt about like my wife getting sick and learning like fucking what are we doing in life?
Right.
Just go for it.
Yeah.
You don't know, and enjoy it. I mean, like sometimes I think we need to reach certain levels to feel if we feel happy where we're at, we're not working hard.
Right. Yeah.
And I think we need to give ourselves a break and look at how far we've come.
Right.
And not look at what other people have.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Oh yeah.
Because like true creative people do it whether they're getting paid or not.
That's
Let me tell you something.
A real artist.
A lot of comedian, like when I was doing music, you get paid nothing.
Right.
I mean, you basically almost have to pay to perform.
Right.
At places, and that's why you see bands that don't. It crumbles.
Right.
That gets old, and comedy's the only thing that you can almost just keep going. Like, yeah, would you do it if, like, would you do comedy? Do you love comedy enough that you would do it even if they paid you nothing? If there was no money to be made, would you enjoy it that much?
I do. It's just my whole game plan would change with it because I do enjoy it that much, but then I would have to have a day job and do comedy only on the weekends. You know what I mean? It would go from needing to make a living doing it to just doing it to do it.
Right.
You know what I mean? That's the only difference that would change.
Yeah. No, I mean, no, it's good to go money. I'm just saying mentally.
I'm saying, though,
Yeah.
if you told me, hey, you couldn't make money on it, okay, I love doing comedy. I need to get a job, and then I'll do comedy on the weekends, and I won't worry about trying to book myself in Vegas for a week. You know what I'm saying? Right. Because that's not paying my bills. This is paying my bills, my job. You know what I'm saying? And then I would I wouldn't stop doing comedy if I couldn't earn a penny.
Yeah.
I wouldn't. I would continue to do it.
All right.
I would continue to do it every day. I wasn't making a living. I had a day job for the most part. I wasn't making a living doing comedy, 21 spots a week at Ha. I wasn't making the money back then. Back in 2002, I wasn't making a dime.
Yeah.
I made day money, and I did comedy 21 times a week because I wanted to get better, and I loved doing it. So I would always do it. It's just, it turns into like, well, you got to make a living doing it too. It's a profession.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's not a hobby, and it ain't something I do it on the side. It's not a side job for me.
Right.
You know what I mean? It's my job.
Yeah.
But, yeah, I feel better from that little talk. Thank you for that.
Well, that's good. My heart's not dying right now.
That's even better.
No more heart attack. Chest.
No more heart
I mean, it's
attack.
a little tight, but not as tight.
Well, no more heart attack. No more anxiety over life's choices for me. That was good.
Yeah.
Yeah, it came out of nowhere talking about it, too, because I wasn't thinking about it.
Well, that's good. It was meant to be.
Exactly.
The Lord Jesus Christ wanted it that way.
If you're listening to this, he didn't mean that. So,
why? You told me Jesus didn't have his hand in this?
It's Sunday. He's busy at church.
Jesus does his best work on Sunday, and he does help out podcasters.
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Where's it? Which one is? What chapter is that in?
It's in the Corinthians.
Nice. The only one that you knew.
The only one that came to my head at that moment. I've never read it, so I thumbed the Bible. I've never read the whole thing.
Oh, okay.
I thumbed it. It was like Jesus likes us and he's dead.
The end.
There's a lot of stuff in between, but
yeah, but the gist is,
I mean, they don't even it's
if you read the footnotes, if you get the footnotes of the Bible, it's Jesus.
I wonder if they have the audio book where you can have it read to you.
They do, of course they do.
Yeah,
Charlton Heston probably reads it.
Why Charlton Heston?
Because he was Moses, and he's really good at being God's voice. We think they have to make it now. It just made it today. You don't think there's a
why they had audiobooks when Charlton Heston was alive?
Yeah, they had them on tapes. Audio. You remember book on tapes, man? I know you're only on Audible on computers, but there was books on tapes, man. My father used to have loads of books on tape.
I'd love to have the Bible read to me by like who
Morgan Freeman
or Bryan Cranston. Walter White reads the Bible?
Oh, yeah.
Fuck yeah, I would buy that.
Tony Soprano would have been a good one.
Yeah, Tony Soprano. Was it Tony Montana?
Oh, yeah. They could have got a real Cuban. I was watching it the other day, and we were talking about, me and you were talking about Scarface years ago, but I mean, a couple of months ago, but it was on the other day, and I was watching it with my son. I'm like, if you just watch, what's his name's Pacino's accent is just not good, man. How does nobody call him on it?
Why is it not good?
Dad,
I'll tell you something, man. See your cream puff, man.
Yeah, exactly. That's not. He has to make his face like that, like, because he can't get his voice to sound Cuban unless he fucking puts his chin. Let me tell you something. Like, nobody looks.
Same with fucking what's his face with The Godfather with fucking Don Corleone with his face where he put cotton balls in his mouth. And like, I can't refuse.
Hey.
You got to contort your face and shit to make sounds.
Yeah, I know that, but he looks stupid.
It's called acting.
It looks stupid and it sounds bad.
I don't
it doesn't,
think it did. I loved it.
Dude,
That
I do
movie
too. I
is
love the movie
amazing.
too. But look at the three guys, the main actors. They're all fucking shitty accents. What's his name? Frank? Fucking Frank isn't Cuban. Come on.
You're so picky.
He sounded horrible.
No,
Their
what's a
accents,
Cuban sound like?
Not like them.
How do you know?
Because I grew up in Jersey City, a block away from Little Cuba.
Yeah, but did you meet like
With real
fresh Cubans?
Fresh, real Cubans, man. Come on.
Nah, you met Jersey City Cubans.
No, I did not. I met Cubans from fucking Union City, man. That's straight off the boat Cubans.
And they didn't talk like Tony Montana?
No.
They didn't say mang?
Yeah, but not like he did.
Well, not everybody. I mean,
It's
like, not
bad
everybody in
accents.
New Jersey talks like me and you do.
All three of those actors are bad or were bad accents.
I liked it.
I did too. Loved the movie. It's one of my
Loved the
favorites.
accents.
Horrible accents. But you got to get past that to enjoy the movie.
No,
I did.
The silly thing of that movie was Robert Loggia with his accent.
Yeah, Frank.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Frank.
Yeah,
That's
but Tony Montana I totally bought.
I didn't.
No.
What's his name? I did a little because he's Spanish.
Oh yeah, he's in he's in Ray Donovan now.
Oh really?
He's always been in it since the beginning, but he's got like a very puffy face and shit.
Yeah, he is. He's not aging well. He's a good looking dude then. But anyway, I don't know how we got into that, but
breaking down 80s movies. Yeah, that's how we
we were talking about reading books, Bible. You said Tony.
Oh, Bible. Yeah, I want the Bible read by Walter White. Who would be the most interesting other than Charlton Heston?
I said Morgan Freeman.
Yeah, I think he put me to sleep though. I need a little bit more. Like I need you to excite the Bible for me. You know what I mean?
You want somebody to bump it up a notch?
Sound effects, maybe. I don't know.
Michael Winslow.
Yes, Michael Winslow reads the Bible. Yeah. How good would that be? You'd get sound effects.
You would actually hear the hammer nailing on the cross.
Yeah. Ow. And Jesus said, ow. I can't believe I'm 41. I grew up Catholic. I don't think I've even read like from Once Upon a Time of the Bible. Like never.
It's not really in there.
I don't know how it starts. What's the first lines of the Bible?
I don't know.
Yeah,
I've never read it.
Start the Bible.
A
long time ago in a galaxy far
away. There's some other horse shit that you can believe.
I'm going to Google that. What's the first line of the Bible? That's an interesting thing. You have any idea?
No. I never read the Bible. I had a kid's Bible once.
And how'd that start?
I don't even know. Fred Flintstone goes to Chicago. I don't know. How's it start?
Oh, wait, hold on. There's no preamble, right? No special thanks.
Yeah.
Okay. The first sentence I've heard before.
What is it?
In the beginning, God created the heavens and the earth.
Ugh.
Now the earth was formless and empty. Darkness was over the surface of the deep, and the Spirit of God was hovering over the waters. And God said, Let there be light. And there was light. God saw that light was good, and he separated the light from the darkness. God called the light day, and the darkness he called night. And there was evening, and there was morning, the first day.
Sounds like a good movie.
No, I'm into it, bro. I may get through this. I'm going to read the whole motherfucker tonight. And God said, let there be a vault between the waters to separate water from the water. Now, he's already confusing me. So God made the vault and separated the water under the vault from the water above it, and it was so. God called the vault sky, and there was evening, and there was morning the second day. I knew God was the vault, the sky. God got it. Man, I'm gonna be like a born again by next podcast. Like, Joe found God.
Where does it talk about man?
And God said, let the water under the sky. Okay, more sky. Got more sky. I'm going to start thumbing through. Let the water teem with living creatures, birds fly.
Can I say something?
Yeah. Oh, wait. So God created mankind, line 27, in his own image. In the image of God, he created them. Male and female, he created them. In broads, serve men forever. Wow. God has a way with words. Be fruitful and increase in number. Fill the earth and subdue it. Rule over the fish in the sea. See, rule over the fish in the sea and the birds in the sky and over every living creature that moves on the ground. So there can never be a vegetarian that's religious.
Why?
God, first page, God said your shit is horse shit.
What?
Vegetarians can't be religious.
Why?
It says rule over the fish in the sea and the birds in the sky and over every living creature that moves on the ground.
God does.
No, he said to them,
man?
be fruitful and increase in number. Fill the earth and subdue it. Rule over them. Like he's telling you, like, we're the gods of these fucking fish.
Does anybody ever take, like, does anybody ever give a source to this information?
God.
No, hold on. No, I know God said it all, but who was there to?
No, God just makes books and shit.
So
He's
God
like
made this
he's
book?
like a self-publisher.
Hold on, wait though. Somebody's talking about what God did. Is God talking about himself?
Yeah.
In the third person? So he's like God created light in his likeness. He's talking about himself?
Yeah.
Serious?
Yeah, it's the better way to do it.
So this book was written by God?
I mean, so they say.
They don't say that.
Who's they?
No one says that. This is a fucking...
Who wrote the Bible? Let's do that.
Well, it's going to... J.K. Rowling.
The original Bible. What? Who wrote the original Bible? History. Who wrote the Bible? Okay. The Bible was written over a span of 1,500 years by 40 writers.
Yeah. Who was there to chart these events?
People.
Nobody
God created.
God created people. How were they there when he did the whole earth and the sky thing to write it down in the book?
Nah, he whispered it in their ears through sunshine.
Yeah, I didn't know that part. All right, now it's clear. Out of nowhere, out of the sunshine. Oh, hey, guy on the ground. Before I created you, I created the earth and then the vaults. I didn't call it sky and water at first. I called it a vault.
Yeah, but do you think, okay, even if there was a God, if there was like a dude God and he really did tell somebody to pass this message on.
Right.
Especially today, no, like if God came back today and said, I'm here.
Yeah.
I'd be like, get the fuck out of here, you piece of shit. Fucking liar. Go walk on water. And he does. Be like, he's an illusionist. Get the fuck out of here.
Fucking David Blaine did it better.
Yeah, Blaine's got that shit on. Got that shit.
No, but, people ask that. You asked it for years. People ask their fucking religious leaders, why doesn't God show himself? And their whole thing is because God wants you to have faith that he exists. He shouldn't have to prove himself. You should know in your heart he exists. He does not want to show himself because he wants your blind faith. That's their horseshit way of getting around it. Because the truth is, if God wanted us to know that he was there, he'd just come down and be like, yo, fucktards, get your shit together. You're destroying the planet. Take care.
Yo, fucktards. This is God speaking.
Exactly. Wouldn't you think? But now as a religious leader, God works in mysterious ways, and God doesn't want to reveal himself because he wants you to have blind faith. That's horse shit. Sell that shit to a dumb fuck who's like, it makes sense. That makes sense. God put us all on the earth to worship him. Wow, what a shitty God. Can you imagine you just created something so it fucking praises you? That's what you did? That's pathetic.
Ain't that people do that with their children?
I don't want my children to praise me.
No, people do, though.
Yeah, they're weird, sick people. I want my kids to enjoy their lives. And my kids fuck up, and I still love them.
Like
and
when people
like,
say, I had a child that made my life complete.
ugh,
It's like,
I feel bad for you.
You needed that to make it complete? Why?
Yeah.
You know?
But there's things inside us that children do, like complete the circle of life for you.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I was born, give my seed, and now another life is born. It's kind of fulfilling, like your animalistic reason of being on the planet. Forget God, just the circle, the circle of life. You know, that's the way the life keeps breeding life. So your job, not your job, is to create a child, but that's adding to the ecosystem or whatever.
To the stealing of our resources and the
Well,
end of humanity.
So we would end anyhow. So either we don't procreate.
There's too
and
many
just end.
people. God didn't think it through fully.
Forget God. Get him out of this picture.
Well, whoever the creator of all life and living things didn't take into consideration that we don't know how to control ourselves, and we're on a J curve of of humans in this world, and we're going to run out of food eventually. Because we're living longer and we're still banging out babies.
Yeah, I don't
We're supposed to be dead at 40 in God's original design.
I don't dare. You got me stuck on this whole God being involved in any of this.
No, but the original, we're human. There's no human 2.0. We're human 1.0. We're moving. We're probably like 1.5. We're supposed to be dead. I was supposed to be dead last year, according to human design. But like all types of vitamins and minerals and fucking
I know,
vaccines and shit. So I'm saying we have too many people here. So
yeah, but hold on. If the human brain is capable of figuring out and learning more about what makes us tick, and learns if you eat grass, you can live another 2 years. Oh, but don't though, because some design that no one can even draw a fucking connection to.
No, but we will run out of food.
We'll figure it out. That's what we do. We adapt. We figure it out. Just like Neil Tyson deGrasse was saying that not every species can. Just because they adapt doesn't mean they continue.
Yeah, and we're going to be the one.
You don't know that.
The ants are going to be left. That's it.
Yeah, you're going to be dead before that anyhow.
I hope not. I want to see that.
You're not gonna.
I know, but it'd be nice. We're going to be, like, our generation is going to die off, I say, 50 years before we could become robots.
Our generation, like me and you?
50 years after if we live to like 80.
Yeah.
50 years after that, I believe, people will live for eternity if they want.
Right.
You can shut your plug. You could take your battery out if you want. If you're done with this life, it'll be like suicide's okay. We're robots. You can live as long as you want, but you can end it whenever you want.
That's a good fantasy world you live in.
It's inevitable.
So in 50, after we're 80, so that's what, 140 years, 135 years, roughly?
I think, yeah. If you see the way technology is moving now, you're
talking like 85, 100 years from now.
We may, by the time we're 80, if we live to 80, be seeing that in small form. I think in our lifetime, body parts are going to be mechanical. They're going to have. I mean, they're going to have fake hearts for years. The only thing they can't figure out is the brain. They could probably make your whole body work with moving parts before we're dead. But we're going to be too old to use the technology. Our body won't be able to take it. You know?
Yeah.
But the brain is what they can't keep going. They can't figure out the brain, how to, because we stop. Yeah. Most humans stop liking to read like after school is over.
Yeah.
After being forced school.
Yeah.
And then we just were like, duh, duh. Like, we only know how to read memes.
Yeah. Quick memes, too.
Quick memes, too. You're like, what's this 3-4 lines bullshit? Come on, what do you think I got all day?
Actually, I do, but...
Yeah, it's like these psychopaths that post something on Facebook with the and more button. Like the more. Like it's
Hey.
trying to read. It's like more. It's like
Fuck off. I do it all the time, so I don't care what you say.
edit.
No.
Edit.
No.
All right. Well, I ain't reading more. So as soon as
Don't
I hit
read
more,
more.
it's over. I hope your point was above more, because if the point was below more,
I
ain't
want
getting
people
it.
who are interested, not people who aren't.
Well, then why, if you want them, then
I
why are
want
you making
pe-
them not interested?
But that's making you not interested.
No, less is always more. Less is
For
better.
you.
Get to the point.
I'll do it my way.
Yummy.
Yeah.
No. Less words is always better.
Not for me.
No, you vote. You prefer more words.
When I'm telling a story, mine doesn't go quick. If I have a story, I tell the whole thing. I'm not fucking cutting it down because it sounded better. I don't give a fuck. Telling a story. Not worrying about sounding good, man. Just worrying about telling a story.
No, it's time. It's time. It's not sounding good. You could sound good in a short period of time. I'm talking about time. Economy.
If it's available, I'll make it available. Economy. But if not, I tell the fucking story. And sometimes it goes into more.
And this is why God was a failure.
God again? Failure.
No, I like you, God. You're the best God
That you know.
created Earth in your image and likeness and vaults and skies and shit and rivers. It was weird though, just going to read that first line of the Bible. I'm like, wow, it's kind of interesting. I heard the Bible's pretty vicious. We do like a lot of fucked up killing and slaughtering and shit.
Well, that's just the world. The Bible does reflect what really happened out here. It's the fucking things that they say is going on in the sky that hurt
It's okay.
me.
Donald Trump's going to save us from all destruction, and he's making America great again.
Oh, shit. Better call Saul.
It's the wife calling.
Blum, blum.
Hello? No.
Oh, shit.
Can I give you a call back? Soon. I'm recording a podcast with Mike Gaffney right now. We're wrapping it up. Bye-bye. You couldn't talk while I was on the phone?
Nope.
Why? You told me not to say nothing.
I know, but there was nothing to say right there.
You should have talked more about the Lord.
I was done with the fucking Lord topic.
All right, we're going to wrap this up. I hope people enjoyed this podcast. This was a long one, almost 2 hours.
Yeah, and you got to put the with
No,
the
that's
interview.
With that. That's with that.
Yeah.
That's with
I
that.
know.
It's with
Oh,
that.
that is?
Yeah, with that.
Oh, okay.
It's with it.
Say it with it again so I can.
With it. So, everybody, thanks for listening this week. We will be back next week with another episode. Thanks for all the downloads. You can go see me this weekend. I'll be at the Comedy Cove in Springfield, New Jersey. You can go to joefernandez.net to get tickets. And in the following week, I'll be at Comedy Works in Bristol, Pennsylvania. So go to my website, get tickets to any of my shows. And Mike, tell them where they can see you.
They can see me. Where can they see me?
Chit Chat Diner this weekend.
Nowhere this weekend, but next week I'm with Kathleen. Not this next weekend, the following weekend I'm with Kathleen up in New England, and then the following weekend after that, the last weekend of the month, I am headlining Governors Friday and Saturday, the 24th and 25th. So I don't know, there might be other things going on, but it's like local, spots in the city.
Maybe I'll come out with you on the 24th. I got no gig that night.
Okay.
I have a gig on the 25th, but not the 24th.
Friday the 24th?
I am off.
All right, cool, man.
Take that long ride out to Long Island.
Yeah.
Who are you with? Just are you headlining?
I'm headlining, yeah.
Who's opening for you?
I have no idea. They put that together.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool, man. So, another one in the books. Thanks again for supporting us, everybody.
Thanks, guys.
Please tell your friends about it. And you've been listening to All in Our Heads.